My friends, welcome to Talk Casual, and we're broadcasting all over the Outer Rim tonight. To the left of me is the dancing monkey himself, Ian.
Hey.
Woo-hoo.
I'm gonna get maracas like the kids. I really do. I need to get those maracas.
Get some maracas.
Me doing this for like, how long? And it's just I still don't have maracas.
No, we'll need to get some maracas. Let's put that on the Patreon. All right, and
put that on the Patreon. Yeah. That's it.
And of course, I'm the Grandmaster Assault, Ariel. Ian, what have we got tonight?
We have the only thing that matters is just talking about Mandalorian, because no news of X Wing or Armada has been dropped. Nothing I've seen as the 19th. What is it? It's 19th to the 12th at 8:36 Eastern Australian Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
So no news for us. So yeah, let's talk about that. And I think you've got something you want to touch on at the end of our little spiel as well.
Correct. So tonight we'll be talking about episode 15, The Believer. So it's not this week's episode. So before you start going crazy, we're not talking about the finale. We're talking about last week's episode. So if you haven't seen that, what are you doing? Go and watch it now. Go watch.
But by God, do we want to?
Oh yes, we've seen the finale, both Ian and I. We'll talk about that next week, and that we'll talk about a little bit more later on. But let's go on to last week's episode, The Believer. So we start off at the prison, or the salvage yard there.
Some type of salvage yard. You're seeing all these ties. You're seeing a few AT walkers and I think some ATST. You can pick up the parts. You can pick up the parts if you look close enough in there.
Yeah.
And we see the return of Bill Burr.
Yes.
Mayfeld's back.
Mayfeld.
Mayfeld.
Yes.
Who was Mayfeld? Where's Mayfeld from? That's a character from some TV show somewhere.
There's hundreds of Mayfields, I bet you.
Mayfields, yeah. Just like every military show has a Kowalski.
Yeah. Correct.
Everyone has a Kowalski. I'm waiting for a Kowalski to show up in Star Wars actually, and that new show they got coming out, Rangers of the Republic.
Yeah.
I bet there'll be a Kowalski in it.
But it has to be like a weird spelling of it. It can't be just like straight out Kowalski.
Yeah, it can't be a straight out Kowalski. It must be like I don't know, how would you say it? Kalalowski or something like that.
Like it'll be a crack. It'll be a Kraken, or it'll be like a Mon Karen or something like that. Just with that kind of name.
Oh, that would be hilarious, actually. Yeah.
I am Kowalski.
Yeah. Let's make that happen. Let's make that happen.
Correct. So we got.
Go for it. Yeah,
we got Mayfeld there working on the tie, and of course the sentry comes out and says he's been reassigned to Marshal Dune. So, Cara Dune comes...
Always happy to see more of Cara Dune.
Yes. So Cara Dune comes out and says, "You're going on a ride with us, with the Mandalorian and Boba Fett come out." So, of course, Boba Fett comes out first and goes, "Whoa, I thought it was someone else." And then, of course, the Mandalorian... Someone
else comes out.
Yeah, you just see his face.
It's pretty different too. Like, he's a bit like, a bit more subdued as opposed to how he was in the last time you saw him. Like, he had all that attitude and everything like that, and obviously being caught and a bit of hard time grinding up TIE fighters really softened him up a bit there.
Yeah, and then you see Boba's new paint job as well too. He's decided to spruce up his armor as well to give it a.
How is that? He spruces up his armor, but he still hasn't painted. It's the same color as the ship. Why doesn't he put a bit extra paint in his ship?
And he's still got that dent on the helmet. I'm like, we could have fixed that up too. It's like, nah.
You can't do that. That's character, mate.
Yeah.
That's character.
Just a fresh bit of paint will do.
You can't ruin the character. It's character on that. It'd be the same things on Din Djarin's. If he ever gets dents or anything on his armor, you wouldn't want to buff it out or drive, mate. How much character is that thing got with all the dents on it? I'll never buff those out.
No.
Because I'll put more in.
Correct.
So have a little bit of hey, Mando, long time, which makes you think, I wonder how much time actually passes between episodes. We don't really get a clear idea, do we?
Well, it was season 1, so the last time they did see, so...
Maybe... Yeah, it was towards the end of it, though, and I just kind of wonder, when they say long time to me means like, I don't know, maybe close to a year or something, so...
Right, I'd say so, close to a year, because,
Maybe, yeah, that's a long time, but it doesn't feel like it's a year between chapters.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Who
Who
knows?
knows? Time is relative. I suppose when you're grinding up old TIE fighters, it's you probably feel like it's a long time.
Or he's jokingly saying it's been a long time. You don't know.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
It's like,
well, anyway, either way, they say we need your help finding Gideon, and then they say bit of exchange, and then jump on a Slave One and off to save the day, or
yes,
find a way to save
they
the day.
need to find Moff Gideon's cruiser, so they need access to a terminal. The only terminal they have is at a mining facility at a secret location in an Imperial base. What a surprise!
Well, it's the only one Mayfeld knows about. And
yes.
Actually, also, we kind of looked over this. They're inside Slave One. How cool is what it looks like inside Slave One?
Yeah, absolutely.
In the interior there, like that's pretty cool. Like just the way when they sit down, they take off from the planet, and they got just the way the whole all the seats rotate as the cockpit and everything picks up. It's kind of cool.
And that's been always like known fact. With say, if you read the cross sections of the books, you actually got.
But it's
good to see it.
It's good to see it.
Yeah,
it's good to actually see it.
Absolutely. So yeah, that was pretty cool too. But we'll talk about a little bit more later on about the Slave One and what that does. So yes. So they land on the. So we get to the planet, we land on it, and then we find out that no one can go with Mayfeld except for Din Djarin because for starters, Republic can scan DNA.
Something like that. They could scan Cara Dune. What's the other chick? What's her name? Fennec.
Fennec Shand. Yeah.
Fennec Shand. Yeah, she's wanted by him.
Yeah.
Boba says the best line of all. They might recognize my face.
Might recognize my face.
Is that what he says? They might recognize my face.
Yeah.
He said that was a great line. That was good. Everything Boba says is just great.
Yeah.
But so that pretty much leaves Mando the only option. But how does he go if they need to scan his face and need to look at his face? So they're not. Not that. How do they go if they need to look?
He can't go. Correct. He can't go in his Mandalorian
armor. How does he get past them in his Mandalorian armor? What does he decide to do?
Goes in the tank trooper kind of outfit. I think it's a tank trooper outfit, but it's like a greyish one.
I think it is. Yeah, it's some type of greyish tank.
It's basically the tank trooper armor from Rogue One, but they put it in grey.
Yeah.
So.
But so he swapping armor. So and this whole thing about is he allowed to take his helmet off, and is it? And they do ask that question as they're going along. Is it that no one can see his face, or he's not allowed to take off his Mando helmet? And because there is a big difference. Mayfeld points that out to him. He says, there's a big difference there. And that whole tank ride going in between what those two talk about with, people's beliefs and ideals and that sort of stuff, and how everyone's got that line that they won't cross until they need to cross it. And that whole ride in there is just, I thought that was pretty awesome, really, the way that
Yeah. Mayfeld, what's his name? Ben, what's the actor's name?
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, that's it. Bill Burr does a really good
he does. He
does it really well. And it just gives that kind of, blurred line type of scenario. Well, I was an Imperial, but why treat me as an Imperial? I'm not Imperial anymore, but I've got to do what I've got to do to keep myself alive. It's what I've heard an analogy of DJ, don't join. So it's a bit of the DJ vibe from The Last Jedi. But he gives that kind of void of, well, I'm doing this to keep myself alive. He does it so much better though. Like I actually liked his character probably one of the new characters I actually liked in The Last Jedi, to be honest. But I actually liked how what you said there, like just the way he talks about it, because you can tell he's talking about from which you find out later on. He's carrying scars inside him. Things that don't help him sleep, obviously don't help him sleep at night. Was jumped ahead there a bit, but just when you hear him talk about it, you just hear him say it, that whole line, that, everything about it, he's been through it, he's not Imperial. He's definitely not Imperial. He doesn't see it anymore. No.
And he knows that, I don't know, he's just got that, just hearing that experience. It's just really, really raw and really great. It's I don't know how. I don't really know how to describe it. Actually,
it was a good interaction.
I'm not even on Scotch tonight.
Oh no, Ian, what are you doing?
Yeah, if you're playing along at home, guys, it's just water tonight.
Oh jeez, I thought we were getting at the What was it? The Jack Daniels tonight. I thought that was the.
No, it's what have I got over there? Wild turkey. Wild turkey. Saving that one for next week's episode.
Okay. We'll need that one for that one, sure. But
well,
yeah,
for that one we'll.
I love the interaction between Mando and Mayfeld, because it's like we're both alike. He says it's like, and he goes, "No, we're not." It's like, really? Well, again, back to that line of there's a bit of a blurred line. You taking the mask off and you keeping your face. You change those rules to keep yourself alive, like I am. So, and then that's got Mando
Wayne
thinking
keeps dropping out there. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, keep going.
All right, so of course they're driving along, and they're going towards the facility. And of course, what happened? Pirates are after are attacking their shipment.
Are they? No. Are they call them pirates?
They call them pirates.
But are they pirates, or are they people native to the planet? Like Bill, like he says, Mayfeld says that we're just invaders here. He has that whole thing about New Republic, Empire. What does it matter? We're invaders on their land.
Yeah,
and it's true. And is that that's happening there? They're coming along trying to. Not these pirates, they call them, attempting to blow up all these transports with the rhydonium on it.
Yeah.
Which is
that's the thing. If they were pirates, they would steal it and actually make a profit. But here they
don't try and steal it.
No, they're trying to blowing it up. So
they are. So are they pirates, or are they rebels?
Yeah, I think they're freedom fighters, because
I think they're more freedom fighters or rebels of some type.
Yeah, because I'd say so, because pirates, you think of Hondo, and Hondo's always for the profit.
Profit.
That's it.
There is no profit in it.
That's it, basically.
No profit in blowing up rhydonium.
That's it, basically. There's no profit in blowing this stuff, unless, they're trying to get some kind of other mining conglomerate here. I don't know, trying to get the Imperials off.
Well, actually, I suppose that's where the piracy could be. Maybe there is a rhydonium refinery on the other side of the planet, which is trying to corner the market. So, hey, if we stop there, if we just blow up all their rhydonium, then instead of stealing it, we can corner the market. So maybe they are pirates.
Maybe.
Who knows? But
yeah.
Maybe, because they don't look like the natives at first, but who knows?
No, yeah, because they're the natives that are on the side of the road when they do pass them, they're more humanoids. So these are not humanoid characters, and of course they love their thermal detonators.
They're humanoids, but not humans. They're a different type of.
Correct.
Yeah.
But they love their thermal detonators. These guys. So
they do love their thermal detonators.
And they come out of nowhere. Once destroyed, like two other comes. It's a good action scene. It's interesting, for that kind of 5 to 10 minutes to get you to the next part. But it just felt like, okay, you blow them up. Extra more come on. It's like, well, where are these guys coming from? It's like, shit, Barry's blown up. All right, let's get more of them. So, oh shit, there goes Bruce. All right, let's get more in them. Just
if at first you don't succeed, keep throwing more at them.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, they do succeed in blowing up a few of the transports. Obviously, one of the Mando's garden. But the highlights on that whole battle, though, if you're watching this, surely you've seen it.
Yeah.
And just here for our opinions for some crazy reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, when they're fighting on the top, when he's fighting on the top there of the transport and just getting whacked with the I don't know, was it a spear or a wood or something like that?
Yeah,
he's having to fend off 3 of them.
Yeah.
It's just funny. He's probably used to his Mando armor protecting him for everything, and you just see that Stormtrooper armor just get smashed and torn about. And
yeah,
it was quite hilarious, actually.
Again, it goes back to the siege episode. Again, with fighting on top of a tank or something like that. It reminds me of Indiana Jones when they're fighting on top of the tank. He gets rolled over, the Nazi gets rolled over, and the guys get rolled over as well. It's, again, a whole Lucasfilm kind of thing. Fighting on top of moving vehicles. They love doing that.
They've broken a Lucasfilm tradition, though, which we'll have to talk about later on.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed.
No.
But I noticed it really big in this episode. They've broken a Lucasfilm tradition. But anyway, we'll keep going. But shenanigans and Anyway, but shenanigans ensue. They're trying to rush as fast as they can to the refinery, to the base for safety. But they got to be careful because they go too fast. The rhydonium blows up.
Yes.
So it's that whole horrible thing. And anyway, they keep coming out of nowhere. More thermal detonators, and it's fun.
You got to
until
TIE fighters.
someone comes along and saves the day. Who
Yeah.
saves the day,
The
Mars?
Imperials. Yeah, finally. I'm like, good. Finally, we can actually shoot something. We can actually blow something up and look like the good guys. Finally.
Oh, the Imperials can easily hit targets that don't have plot armor.
Yeah.
That's generally what it is. If you've got plot armor,
Yeah.
if you have plot armor or best
Beskar.
No, or Beskar. No, if you have Beskar, you're going to get hit.
Yeah.
For some reason, if you have Beskar, you get hit. But if you only have plot armor, you don't get hit. Strange.
Yeah, it's amazing how the Shore Troopers came out and the Stormtroopers came out and shot these guys perfectly. I'm like,
yeah, didn't seem to have a problem shooting them. Although, mind you, there was that much laser bolts going towards them, and they were kind of all grouped together. It's kind of like even a Stormtrooper can't miss.
wow.
And that's saying something.
Wow.
I know. But so it was a bit of a fun ride in, and
then of course the nice salute coming in and all that. That was
yeah. He salutes the troopers that are coming in, and they all come as they're coming into the base. They're all getting that whole heroes welcome. They're the only ones who made it. Everyone's like yeah. They don't know who they're really cheering.
And then Mayfeld's like, I'm so glad to see a stormtrooper. I'm like,
didn't they never thought I'd be glad to see a stormtrooper?
Never glad to
never glad.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, it was a good line. But what else do we have? Then after that they they get the whole thing, a few more salutes, pats on the back and everything like that. And then obviously no one comes to greet them. No one comes to say, hey, where's your reports? Hey, where's your helmet?
That's what I find hilarious.
It's kind of funny, really.
Yeah, you park your car there. Let's go. See you later. Off to get some drinks. Like, where's the sign on sheet? Where's the the invoice you need to give? Yeah, I'm like, where's the efficiency of the Imperials? It's like, nah, let's go straight to the mess hall and have a drink.
Well, Mars, you technically are a government worker now. What can you tell about government efficiency?
Actually, that's quite correct. Actually,
so actually, was that quite accurate? Was it
quite accurate? Because I
think.
Who's in charge? Who's in command? Who cares? Let's go and get a drink at the mess. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate to how government departments work. From what I heard from anybody who worked for a government, people who don't work for government will look at that and think, no, this is wrong. Like, where's the procedure? Where's this? Where's that? And probably everybody who's ever worked in a military or government position says, no, that's exactly how it happens. They come in and no one asks questions. No one sees what they're doing until maybe they might finally do something suspicious, like walk into a hall and see somebody, and then just walk back out again. I shouldn't go in there.
There's always they
might.
There's always that one commanding officer, one that a senior NCO that kind of goes, right, you two come here. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. But
here we go.
The rest are like, who cares? We don't want to see here what's going on. Come on, let's go and get a drink. It's like.
Pretty much.
Are you leadership? No, don't ask questions. Just ask the next guy over. Who's leadership here? Avoid leadership.
If it's not my job, it's not my responsibility, so I don't care. Let the place burn down. I think that's how most of it works, isn't it?
Absolutely.
For a lot of them.
Absolutely. That's how it works there. But anyways, they go to the mess hall. After all that, the congratulations. They get into the base and they head towards the mess hall and see the actual computer system.
Officers' mess hall, I think it is. Yeah. And that's to see if, that's where Mayfeld spots the terminal. And he goes to walk in to get the coordinates of Moff Gideon's ship from the terminal. Something I don't think we said before, but that's what they're looking for.
Yes.
Then that's when he spots his former commanding officer during Operation Cinder, where they're on a planet and some bad stuff happens, which we get to a bit later.
Yes.
And he's all like, nah, he's probably going to recognize me. Don't want to see him. Nah, this is it. We can't do it. And Mando says, just give me the rod. I'll go do it. Then that's when he says, and the strangest security system of all time, where he says, this thing has to scan your face, but it's a facial scanner on a security system, but it doesn't have to match your face to anything that's database. You have to see that you're a face.
It's the future's version of Are You a Droid? That's all it is.
It must probably is actually.
Yeah.
Are
you a robot?
That's probably exactly what it is. It's probably Are You a Droid?
Are you a robot?
That makes sense. But it's kind of hilarious that
click the traffic.
Military that.
Click the traffic lights to continue. That's what it is,
It's hilarious though how you have a military that's pretty much its entire thing is to cover their face in all these ridiculous helmets, but for some reason to use a terminal now we have to scan your face, and it doesn't matter what face you got as long as it's a face. And yeah, it really just must be the whole: are you a robot? Are you a droid?
Yeah, that's it. I feel like that's what
Absolutely.
it's Google at its finest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So of course,
But, yeah. So Din Djarin, he's all about. He's come this far. He can't go back empty-handed, and so he takes the what do they think, the cylinder,
the
cylinder. Takes the
code cylinder.
Code cylinder. Takes the code cylinder from Mayfeld and makes his way over. Salutes the guy in the corner who's looking at him a bit weirdly. Then makes his way over to the terminal, and he's like, "I've got to do this." And he tries to do it without taking his helmet off, only to have a very loud countdown, which I'm surprised not everybody in the room turns around and looks at him at once.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing?
And then he just basically bites the bullet and he takes his helmet off.
Yeah.
The second time in the whole series, we finally see him without a helmet.
Yeah.
Again, and it's like, whoa. He's, and it's kind of interesting, and that harps back to what Mayfeld said earlier. Everyone's got their lines they won't cross, and until they have to.
Yeah.
And he does it. He takes his helmet off. He will do it to save Grogu.
Child. Yeah, Grogu. Yeah.
The child, Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda
does it to save him. He's committed to this action now, and and I kind of thought, okay, no worries, scan the face and just just quickly whack the helmet back on. But we need a bit of we need some interesting storytelling.
Yeah.
And that's when he gets the data, he gets everything gets all the data on the cylinder, and all good to go. Then what happens? That Imperial officer, I can't remember what his name was.
Yeah, I had it before. I checked what he's a major. His rank slide says a major. Some say it's a general, but it is an actual major. It's a different variance of it. So he's a major in the military. I had his rank. What is it? Valen Hess. That's his name.
Yep.
Valen Hess.
Yeah. Valen Hess. And yes, so he comes over and basically looks him straight in the eye, and it's just like,
yeah.
There goes the whole
There goes the whole operation.
There goes the whole there goes the whole the Kree,
Yeah.
No one's meant to see him without his face on, or no one living. I kind of thought, no one living, holy crap, that means that people are going to die in this room. And,
I just love it. So I love how he goes, what's your operating number? And he just gives him the rubbish. I'm like, no, come on, give him just this random TK number. Even I know how to give a random TK number. And I'm not even part of this.
He probably has no idea. Yeah, but you watch enough of it, so you know to give random TK numbers. He probably has no idea what the hell a TK number is. He doesn't even know how many numbers are in a TK number. But luckily enough, Mayfeld walks up and, saves the day. Looks at him straight in the face as well. It's like, oh crap! Now he's seen his face as well. This is all adding up. This is going to be interesting to see how this all gets resolved.
Yeah.
And he says, pretty much covers for him. Says, he's
good old brown eyes.
Good old brown eyes. Yeah. We just call him brown eyes. That was a good one. It's like, oh crap! He even knows his eye color. Oh, that's interesting. And anyway, it says he's hard of hearing. Says, "What's your name, officer?" And he's like, It's like, we just call him brown eyes. I thought that was pretty good.
And I love. Yeah, basically, anyone who hasn't played any of the Battlefront games. Sorry, Battlefield is the other game. Battlefront games. Operation Cinder is the operation where Palpatine gave one of his final orders when he died, is to basically get satellites and blow up, actually warm up, burn planets, even
destroy everything.
Yeah, destroy everything, even loyal Imperial planets, and burn them up with satellites. That's hence Operation Cinder. So basically, a punishment against all loyal Imperial systems of his death
for letting him die.
Correct.
So,
yes.
Yeah, not bad, eh? Even though it was that's not how it turned out. Though they didn't let him die. They were actually doing everything right.
Well, that's
just it's his apprentice that it's his own arrogance that let him die.
I know, but
when you think about it, that's really stupid. Yeah, but what do you say?
Basically,
he was evil.
This was a pre-recorded message. He just.
I know. So, regardless of the circumstance.
Correct. Yes. So.
Funny.
So a lot of people don't even know how the general Imperial officer doesn't know how the Emperor died. They just thought he blew up on the Death Star. So
yeah, true. I suppose so.
So yeah, that's why they probably felt like, right, we've got to follow this through. Or hang on, this ain't right. Let's defect. So, Bourne, he says, best show ever. Yep, we totally agree, Bourne. The Mandalorian is an absolutely awesome show. It's sad it has ended this week, and we've got nothing till next year, until the Bad Batch come out, and that will be really awesome to go through.
That looks good. That looks pretty good. So
absolutely.
There's a lot coming, but it's just like, nothing to keep the Disney subscription down. So yeah, I wonder how many subscriptions got cancelled last night. Yeah. Anyway, back to the show. Back to the show. Or we'll be here forever. So the what is it, Major? I think you said he was. Says has a bit of a chat with them. They think they're They think they could be busted, but as they try to leave, but turns out he just wants to buy them a drink, saying, "Well done, because you guys are the only ones who got your shipment through."
Yeah.
So it's it's quite interesting. And they sit down for a drink, and then this is where shit really hits the fan.
Yeah.
Because that's when you start seeing that the things which Mayfeld went through.
Yeah.
You see, he's kind of bringing it all up and talking about how bad things were, and apparently all the people on the planet that died.
Basically, you could see where you could see what happened to him, where he was under direct fire from Operation Cinder, where this Major decided to cull most of his colleagues. So you can see the hurt and pain of what the Empire did to Mayfeld, though Mayfeld was part of the Empire. So,
his own Empire did it to him, and that's why he'll never be an Imperial. You see in this episode, he'll never side with the Imperials again with this, and sort of the way it feels. And the thing with too, which I watched another video talk about this, and I didn't realize it until after they said it, but Din Djarin without his helmet on, but he still moves his head like he's got a helmet on. Like he doesn't move his eyes to look at between the two, between the Mayfeld and the Major. He actually turns his head and kind of keeps his eyes straight. He doesn't move his eyes as much you just side-eyed someone if they're sitting next to you. He's actually, every move he makes is like he's still wearing a helmet.
He's not used to not having the helmet on, that's why.
Yeah, I know. It's just the fact that they add that in the acting. That they're going to that detail. It's pretty cool, It's you watch all these the detail in this show is just amazing. That's probably why everyone loves it so much, really.
Absolutely.
It's just, and I'm seeing that bit right now in the way how Major's saying, well, we survived them, we outlasted them, and then just the way he just pulls his gun out, Mayfield just pulls his gun out, shoots the Major. They share a look, him and Din Djarin, and all of a sudden, shit hits the fan. He's just like, boom, he's boom.
I love the shore trooper there with his little tray. It's like
sitting there with a tray.
It's like, what the? It's like, dude, are you okay? I'm like, they bang.
Yep.
But yeah, so Mayfeld.
But then they kill everybody in the room.
Yep.
And then a bit of silence for a minute. And then they have there's this scene which is just one hell of a scene in the whole thing where he says, Mayfield picks up his helmet, hands him his helmet, and says, "I didn't see your face."
No.
And he looks away as he's handing him his helmet as well.
Yeah.
Because he knows how much that whole Creed thing is to him, and it's just that whole moment that, I won't say anything if you won't say anything. Like they're sharing that sort of moment there, and it's kind of like, oh, geez, that's interesting. It's
yeah.
That was just like, whoa, that was really good of him to say that, and to be like that, I didn't see your face, so because his Creed obviously means a lot to him, and so obviously he wants to help him keep it. So yeah, it was just I don't know, that was just really an amazing scene. Just that whole thing. He picks his helmet up, he holds it out to him, he says, "I didn't see your face," and he looks away, waiting for him to take the helmet, and
because I feel like that Mayfeld owes the Mandalorian a bit for going in there and doing what he needs to do, and so he's kind of gone, right, I'll back you up. I'll do the blue, the not blue eyes, the brown eyes thing, and I'll talk the lingo to get you out of this. Let's shoot out. Right, let's make amends here. I didn't see nothing. Let's go. Let's survive. Let's go and sleep another night, and I'll show you why I'm not an Imperial anymore. Yeah,
exactly. And it was pretty interesting too, because you obviously got after that moment of silence breaks, they have to try and get out.
Yeah.
So the only way out is to go out through the window and up through and climb up the side of the building to meet Boba on the roof.
Yeah.
And they've got a bit of support there from the girls with the girls,
Cara June and Shedick Fen.
Shenik Fennec. It's Shenik, not Fennec. I keep thinking Fennec, but no, it's Shenik.
No, that's a boxer. You think of a boxer.
Shenik? Am I?
Fennec. Jeff Fennec.
Jeff Fennec?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
think of Jeff Fennec, the boxer.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it also got that say like Dan Fennec as well, or something I always say in the show. I think when something breaks, say Dan Fennec or something like that. I don't know. I keep getting confused with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, but this is the part. Like I said earlier.
Yeah.
Lucasfilm was breaking from tradition here.
Ooh,
and
here we go.
And I don't know if you know. I'm surprised you didn't notice this because you're the one who pointed this out to me.
Okay.
Pretty much every time when someone dies in a Star Wars film and they moan and scream, it's used the Wilhelm scream.
Yes. No Wilhelm.
No Wilhelm screams.
No Wilhelm.
No Wilhelm. Wilhelm is gone. He's out of. I think he's out of the Star Wars trilogy. It's every trooper which got shot and was brought out. Oh, sorry, my wife's telling me to turn down. I'm obviously so excited about this right now.
Yeah.
This is because it was just so strange hearing them like every single one that got shot. From the snipers. It was just the single Wilhelm scream.
You're right.
It was cool. It's like
they cut the Wilhelm. You're absolutely right.
No Wilhelm.
Yeah.
I heard it in Rebels. You hear it in Clone. You hear it everywhere. No Wilhelm. But you know what? Awesome. It was really awesome to hear different screams for once.
Nah. It's just the same about Wilhelm.
I think I'm going to have to go back and watch the entire Mandalorian series and just find out how much Wilhelm screams there are.
I think there wasn't any at all that I can remember. I think there was
I don't know if I can remember any.
I can't remember.
Maybe, but this one here was the first time. It's almost like they were doing it on purpose to see if we catch it because there was so much screaming.
Yeah.
But not a single one was Wilhelm.
So for these viewers, for those viewers who don't know what a Wilhelm scream is, type
shame on you.
Shame on you. Type it into Google. It's a scream that's been used through a whole lot of films that was made famous in Star Wars. But I go and watch it. Once you hear a Wilhelm
it came from a
scream,
country western movie, I think, when a guy got killed by a spear or something from an Indian, I think it was, and they had this scream, and they just been used everywhere in movies and television, everywhere.
And once you hear it, you'll never unhear it. You'll always pick it. Go,
you can't.
Wilhelm. So
hear it in Simpsons. Oh god, I can't think of a single series where I don't think I've heard it at least once. It's nuts.
A lot of Disney films. A lot of Disney Pixar films.
A lot of them use it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of action films. South Park use it a lot too, and really very famous scream that once you hear it, it will never drop. So Wilhelm scream. Type it in. So we'll move on now. We'll go. Basically, they get to the top. The girls are snipering and. The pickup extraction from Boba with Slave 1 comes in, picks them up, and then they start flying off, and he gets Mayfeld gets his gun out and shows them what a sharpshooter he is, and shoots up the Tridanium and blows up the whole factory.
Blows up all, He asks Mando to hand him the
rifle.
I can't remember what rifle it was now, but he asks him to hand it to him. And he lines up, and this is where Burr's left-handed, is he? Because he was firing it like he was left-handed, so like this or something. Yeah, I don't know. I can't do a left-handed. But that way. Yeah, he up and shoots it, shoots the Rhydonium on top of one of the transports, the base there, which just happens to be exposed to the sun.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. No, I know. Plot.
Yeah.
But he blows it up, and then once it's done, it cuts to a shot of Cara Dune saying, "Nice shot." Obviously knowing that who was the one knowing who took the shot. Knowing that would have had to be one hell of a sharpshooter to take it.
He's a sharpshooter, so.
He is a sharpshooter. He wasn't a stormtrooper. Was his line in there?
That episode, correct? Yeah. So.
That was
so
great.
Nice fitting way to show that he's not Imperial anymore, and it's like, well, I'm going to sleep well tonight.
Well, no, What was the line? Was that I wanted to sleep tonight? I think.
Yeah,
it was.
Basically. Yeah.
Because the Major talks about all that Rhydonium that he actually specifically says that Rhydonium that you help deliver is going to help them cause more chaos, which will mean the galaxy will want order.
It'll make Operation Cinder look like piss week. So.
That's something like that. Yeah. that whole exchange and talk about that, and then Operation Cinder order. It's not the first time we've heard the term order as well from an Imperial either. Yeah. So this is like, is this meant to be the first order tie-ins in the series? They're going to want order again. So I don't know if that's just their tie-in.
No, or... I think personally they're just Imperial remnant, and they're just looking away to get rid of the New Republic, because the New Republic is still trying to formalize itself at this time of the period. There is no, they're trying to get things up, and they're going, right, there's a bit of a vacuum. If we could do enough damage to this New Republic, we can come back in and be back the Empire again.
Yeah. Well, how long is Mando after?
I think it's 5 years.
Of Endor, anyway.
I think it's 5 years.
5 years.
5 years after. I think the Battle of Jakku has happened, I believe, off the top of my head.
5 years after Jakku, is it?
I don't know if it's 5 years after Return of the Jedi, but I know it's after the Battle of Jakku. I think, or before. I don't know. That's the other thing, because after the Battle of Jakku, that was supposed to be the end of the Imperials. So, but you see Imperials here. So I'm not quite sure, because at the Battle of Jakku, that's when the remaining Imperials...
No, that's not true, because that's not the end of the Imperials, because even in the book, Aftermath series, they even specify that Coruscant is still under Imperial control. And I think, have you read it?
No, I haven't read it, no.
Oh, okay, because even...
I read the first... I read the first one, and I haven't read the other two, so...
Yeah, to be honest, it's not really the best. They're not really the best books.
Yeah.
They're okay, but it's just, yeah. Apparently Coruscant's still controlled by the Empire, and they kind of...
Yeah.
Mothma, that big blue guy, the Devil Horns or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
He tries to surrender to the New Republic, but the New Republic actually want to send him back to kind of lead Coruscant for a while or something as part of the Empire, then bring the Empire in or something.
Grand Vizier
or something.
Yeah. He didn't have a really official power under Palpatine. He was just the right-hand man, but
but he's sort of seen as de facto leader of Coruscant at the moment. So yeah. So he sort of tipped him. So so they kind of want to keep him in power, and people are using him as power. They're saying, "Oh, this is the head guy," even though all these other Imperial officers are kind of controlling the show. But
Masamida, that's it. Masamida,
that's one. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Because I think it's still sort of, even though like there's a lot of unrest, there's a lot of things going on. I think the Imperials still kind of hold it.
They do.
After Jakku.
Coruscant's still a bit of a stronghold, and that's why they have the New Republic headquarters on Chandrila, where Mon Mothma's home planet.
Yeah, until it moves to the next planet, and then the next planet, and the next planet, then dies on Hosnian.
Yeah, it goes to Hosnian Prime, correct, yeah. So that's
to Hosnian Prime.
Yeah, it goes to Hosnian Prime. But at the start, when the New Republic was formed, it was Mon Mothma's home planet of Chandrila as the starting point of the New Republic headquarters.
It's probably still there, because...
Yeah.
Oh, no, because if this Mando happens after Jakku?
I believe that's what I've been hearing.
Well, then it's moved, because the New Republic leaves Chandrila just either before or just after Jakku. I can't remember, but about the same time. So.
Well, remember the droid in the episode The Siege was talking, the New Republic was on Chandrila, so...
Was it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, well, in that case, then this is before Jakku.
Must be before Jakku, correct.
It'd have to be before Jakku, unless they don't care about continuity, which can happen.
It can happen, especially with books and comics.
But given how Filoni's really been looking after the law with this and everything else, it probably is. Yeah. It probably is before Jakku. Yeah.
Yeah, so they get onto Slave One, and then they run off, and of course they have company. And the two TIE fighters that were chasing the pirates or freedom fighters, whatever you want to call them, is now after Slave One. And of course, you knew this was coming, and then he just pulls out.
You were hoping.
Yeah,
we were all hoping for it.
First, I thought he was going to do the back turret, get the turrets at the back and shoot them. And then he just the thing opens up, and I'm like, seismic charge.
Oh no. And it was a beautiful moment. I
love, and of course there's a means like that. You can hear pictures. I'm like, well, clearly you can't hear this picture because there is no sound. It's just like that after sound of a seismic going off, So Just that.
Bong.
Dum,
Sounds like a guitar string.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah,
But it was
I
good.
I can hear it.
Yeah, but it was good to actually see him hit, like, well, not Django. I'm talking about Boba actually hitting something with the seismic.
Boba doing it, and then, he actually took out the two TIE fighters with one seismic charge.
Yeah.
Never seen that happen in X Wing.
No, you don't.
That happens. Usually it takes one hull, doesn't destroy them completely.
No.
Maybe that's the problem. See, X Wing really needs to take over from the movies. It's just drop one seismic charge like that. It should indeed obliterate two TIE fighters or whatever TIE fighters in that range one bubble. So how great would seismic charges be then?
Yeah. Sam saying a Nautilus edit was amazing, so I have to go and see that now. Nautilus is the one who does the Kylo Ren review things, so you know the Kylo Ren reviews videos on YouTube.
I think so.
Kylo Ren watches.
It's kind of got the Kylo Ren just sitting there when he's doing that whole sulky thing to Vader and thing.
Yeah.
Oh, does that? Oh, okay. I'll have to watch that. Then.
So there's apparently an edit of that scene from him.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The seismic charge. So thanks, Sam. We'll definitely go and watch that afterwards. But yeah, that was probably the best part of the episode. It's just that seismic charge just going off and just that emptiness and I'm like, oh yeah.
I wouldn't call it was the best, but that was pretty darn good. The best bit's yet to come, mate.
Oh yeah, well okay, second best, but I liked it. I loved it. It was just fan service done correctly. And of course, we get they get to the end. I believe that was it, and we get to the Moff Gideon bit. Is that correct? After that,
you see, they pretty much go and let They land to pick up the girls, and they say, "Oh, what a shame, Mayfeld." Tara compliments him on being being a good shot.
Yeah.
And then now they pretty much say it's too bad that Mayfeld died in the explosion.
Yeah,
and they kind
that's
of let
it.
him go and off his way instead of.
I'm like,
she kind of sees it's kind of cool because she sees him now that not as an Imperial but as a as someone who also hates the Empire as well. So
as Mayfeld, I'm like, can I just get a lift somewhere else? Why am I still stuck here? I'm like, oh shit, I got no ride.
Funny when you think about it.
Yeah, I'm like, great.
Well, you kind of don't really want to. Well, you don't really want to. You're probably better off to kind of run off now.
So what? I go back to the village with the kid that gave me the greasies? All right, fine.
Well, you don't want to go back onto the Slave One and have them change their mind, do you?
No, true. Got a point. So just live on
I did that. So,
yeah, all right. You got a point there, but you'd think you'll be resourceful and get off the planet or something like that. But
oh, look, they probably can. Who knows? He'll find his way, and you never know. You might find him in a. Hey, he might thrive on the planet, mate. Yeah. He might go there. He might go and join up with all those people he helped kill earlier.
Yep.
And then, maybe do something more about kill more Imperials. Who knows? Good job again. You never know.
You never know. You never
never know.
So, yes, he's free. He's free to go, and he's a free man. And that's basically almost the end of the story, end of the episode. But we go to Moff Gideon's ship.
We flick back to Moff Gideon's ship, and then, that young Imperial officer walks in and says, "Sir, I think you need to see this."
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, up comes a shot there of Liam Neeson saying, "I don't know who you are."
Yeah. That's all I got. I've seen all the Taken
vibes. As soon as I saw that, it was just the Taken vibes were strong there, and it was great.
I have a certain set of skills, I'm like,
I have a certain set of skills. Oh, that was great. People that make me a nightmare for people like you. Was it skills that make me a nightmare for people like you? And I thought that was great.
Yeah.
But basically, the real speech is he pretty much just says back to him almost everything Moff Gideon said in that first episode. You may have some idea of what you have, but you do not.
You
don't know. In that thing, you don't know how much it means. That you don't know how much he means to me.
Yeah.
Something like that. That whole line.
Yeah.
Just the way he says it. You can see. You watch back that first season. Moff Gideon says it in a way of possession that it's it's my asset. I need it. It's to get me somewhere. And then when you hear Mando speak it, it's just that child means everything to him. Yeah, and he wants that child back.
And you just Moff Gideon's face of oh shit.
Yeah, he has that whole this will be interesting. It's just that was a
really good episode in the end. Like it was
had a great episode, great ending. It's just
And it leaves that cliffhanger to the last episode that happened this week. So definitely good ending to that one. And always excited to go to that, what's going to happen next week. So
it is. It's just, cliffhangers. It's cliffhangers, It's just... Give me next week's episode. We need to hurry up and get to next week so we can talk about next week's episode, because how great was this episode? Today's episode. It was just... Oh, man. I tell you what. I was seriously not expecting Darth Vader to somehow come back and, throw Palp down the reactor core again.
Because he climbed back up, that's why. Just...
Exactly. It's just, they've been cloning they cloned everyone, there again, like,
because he tried doing. The thing is, he fell down, but then he tried spinning. He span back up. He tried spinning because that's a good trick. Spinning is a good trick, isn't it? Yeah, he went back up. That's why. That's a video.
Exactly. Is it?
Yeah, there's a video of try spinning. That's a good trick. It is when he spins like in Revenge of the Sith. Just like
I've seen that where they did like a music video clip, didn't they, or something?
Yeah, I think it is. I can't remember top of my head.
Some music video clip or something. I can't remember now. Yeah, but something there.
Yeah, what really happened? Anywho. So that was the end of the chapter 15. Was for the Mandalorian, the Believer. And next week we'll do the final episode, but really good episode, and we'll definitely can't wait to talk about the finale next week. So that's it for the Mandalorian. What we're going to talk about now is one of something new that I've decided to do, and that is the giveaway that I've put onto the Facebook page. So I've decided to give some little things away. So I've got on screen now what we're going to be giving away. So it is the Merry Saltmas giveaway. So for all you little...
of course, coming from you, it has to be salty.
Oh, that's right. So the Father Saltmas here has to give away little stocking stuffers for our little Armada viewers out there. So on screen, we've got what we're going to giving away. So for the first, all you need to do to enter the draw is to comment on one of our videos, subscribe to the channel, and and like the video as well. So first place winner will get a choice of whatever card he wants, and plus the Armada expansion Rogues and Villains pack. So that'll be the first prize, and then runners up will be multiple runners up. It depends on how many cards we have and how many runners up we have. You'll get a choice of whatever card is on screen. Just one warning though, that Gambel Iblis is out of date, but it's still a nice card, so we're going to make new ones out of that. But
the artwork still looks good.
It still looks good. I will reprint the new wording on Gambel Iblis, but everyone else there, especially Tarkin and Leia on screen there, is the new Tarkin and Leia. Grand Moff Tarkin still has the Grand Moff Tarkin. Grand Admiral Thrawn has still the same old text, but still the same thing. It doesn't have the new layout, but all the cards still are good to go, apparently, except for Gambale Willis. But yeah, so all you need to do is, as I said before, just like and subscribe and comment on one of the pages. And as I said, next week's episode, when we do the final series finale for The Mandalorian, we'll be drawing out winners of the contest, and we'll definitely ship out those cards and prize packs for the winners. So yeah, so get into it. There's only a week, and definitely they're really nice cards to go onto your fleet as well, because I've heard people saying how badly Moddy is the actual card as well. So I've said, well, my Moddy's better, and they totally agree. So but of course, there always will be some new cards. If you ever think of any other new cards that we want us to do, definitely give us a comment of what card, and hopefully we'll get that shortly done. But that's it for tonight. That's all I want to speak about the Merry Saltmas giveaway. So definitely do, as I said, like, subscribe, like us on Facebook, all that jazz, and you'll be in the running for those lovely prizes. Ian.
Well, I need a new Revelations pack, so maybe I should start liking. We'll have to get some X Wing cards going for Easter.
Yeah. Well,
We're gonna start getting into that too. It's just too much stuff to do.
Yeah,
Not enough time to do it.
I know.
You know.
As I said, the new cards that I'll go back to the cards is the Tarkin. I made the Tarkin card, the Leia card, and the Sloane cards just recently. So I've got a pile of those. Leia's a very limited quality because I've given some of them away already. So just the Tarkin and the Sloane cards, I've got plenty of those. And I presume existing players would love to have a new Tarkin card, especially with the new points there, if they haven't got the upgrade card pack. So, we are making new cards. It does take some time, especially with the whole issue with China at the moment, but we won't go into politics because that's something else. But yes, definitely, if you like what you see, guys, definitely comment and I will see what I can do for you. All right, Ian, I think that's it for tonight. Any final comments before we head off?
No, I'm just looking forward to reviewing the next one again. I've already watched it like 3 times so far. I watched it with the kids this morning, and yeah, it's just it's great.
Yeah, it is good. Great. I've watched it twice now, so
Yeah.
it is decent, and I would
is.
it's a good way to go, and definitely if you haven't seen it, watch it and watch the credits at the end too. If you haven't seen it.
Yes.
Actually,
we'll do something right now for everybody. It's just it seems as though Star Wars is following Marvel.
Of course it is.
Adding bits at the end.
Of course. And that's how it
should
be.
Disney must have taken Disney. Nah, I was actually kind of happy it didn't because I kind of like now I'm gonna skip to the end of the credits. But it's just they seem to be following the whole Disney trend of everything. There's always something in the movie now.
Well, at least it was just one episode at the last episode. It wasn't the whole like the other episodes. So, like every Marvel movie had something at the end. Like the Star Wars movies never had anything. It's just this one episode just to announce. Because I think that was one of the things they had, that one unannounced Star Wars project they couldn't announce. Hence why they said after Mandalorian we'll let you know what it is. And hence I think that was saying.
Well, see now you're really starting to spoil it, Mars. So
hey, I didn't say what's gonna say. It's just after Mandalorian, this is the new show. That's all I'm saying.
True.
So I'm not saying anything, but watch the end credits.
The new Darth Jar Jar show.
Yes, Miss are gonna like this.
I seriously do it. If they just went and done a pure stupid comedy of Darth Jar Jar, where we can all just agree that it has nothing to do with Star Wars continuity whatsoever. It doesn't. It's not part of any canon. It's just something we're doing for shits and giggles. I guarantee you, Darth Jar Jar. You'd watch it. You would.
Yeah, I would.
Everyone hates Jar Jar, but if you saw, you would seriously watch Darth Jar Jar as a Sith Lord. You would. You would.
Kevin Flightley, the Marvel mastermind, is involved with Lucasfilm now. I believe that is why. So someone from Marvel's moved over to Lucasfilm. Kevin Flightley. That's just what Luke is saying.
Foggy.
He's moved over from Marvel to Lucasfilm. That's what Luke's saying. Hence why this is what's happening.
So he's come to put his stamp on it, saying, "Oh no, we need end credit scenes."
Yeah.
Yep.
I think.
You know what? Oh, I would love that. That would be so awesome. They do like an animated Darth Jar Jar. Actually, no, the original actor. Like they're actually getting back. Yeah. I'd like to see him back as Jar Jar again doing that because he's actually doing this on Star Wars Kids. Have you seen him?
Yeah.
He's actually doing that Star Wars Kids
the Jedi Academy.
He's doing that.
Yeah, he's the Jedi Master. Yeah.
Yeah, but how cool would get him to be Darth Jar Jar? Like, come on, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. Darth Jar Jar. You would watch that.
I'll watch it. I watch anything Star Wars, so that's the problem with me. So you watch the 10 minutes of the start of the actual holiday, the first holiday special where they're just talking and walking, going, "Yeah, this is good." Yep, this is Star Wars. This is Star Wars.
Even the 2 Ewok adventures.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be in it.
Oh God, no, I can't do that. I can't do those. I can't do them again.
No.
I remember watching them as a kid, and I just don't want to get back. There are just some things I'm glad I don't remember in life. I remember a lot of things, and I'll probably, if I see any scene of that movie, I'll probably know it's that movie. But I'm just glad that I don't, can't remember it easily. Some things are just good not to have in your mind.
Fair enough. All right,
Yeah.
that's it for tonight, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll hopefully be back with some Armada action this Thursday. I know Ian forgot hit the camera, but that's all right. We only had a short one. Actually, no, there won't be any Armada action because I believe it'll be Christmas Eve and
it's Christmas Eve, and I think the store's closed.
Yeah,
and
the
I
store's
don't think
closed. So yeah,
I don't think anyone who's got a wife, which is basically you and me, will be able to go down and go streaming anyway.
No.
So that probably won't happen.
No, so
that means our next show won't be till next Saturday, will it?
Yeah,
Boxing Day.
Yeah, so we'll be back on Boxing Day. We'll be mostly more with the Armada and live action. Back in January, we're kind of slowing things down back again, but we were slowed down thanks to the pandemic. But we'll have our final show next week, and we'll talk about the Mandalorian, and we'll have a bit of a very quick year in review. But that's it for tonight, guys. As I said, the giveaway, it will be on all this week. Just all you need to do is comment and like and subscribe, and we'll draw out winners on next week's show. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and remember, like, subscribe, like us on Facebook, and fly.
Wait. You forgot.
What?
I can't believe you forgot this.
What?
And I really thought you would have done it.
What?
The Krusty the Clown line.
What Krusty Clown line?
Krusty the Clown line. Remember, have a happy Christmas.
Oh.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Come on, come on. Seriously, we're not going to see it until Christmas. So come on, what's the line? I can't remember it all.
I can't remember off the top of my head, So,
Like is it Crazy Ramadan?
Crazy Ramadan. So Merry Christmas, Tip Top. Yeah.
Tip Top Tip.
Tip Top Tip, yeah, and a Solomon Ramadan. And
Solid
now,
Ramadan.
solid Ramadan. And here's a word from our God, our sponsor.
Our sponsor.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have got Terry on now to complete that because I think that's what we did last year.
That's what we did. Yeah.
Okay, now you can finish off, say the casual bit, and say casual, and yeah, off we go.
Casual. See you next week, guys.